Hello my scrappy friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. It is also day 22 of Scraptember and the prompt is family. Let's just take a moment for that amazing transition where I took all those little bits of paper and turned them into this background. Now you might be looking at this background going, hey, I've seen this before, and you absolutely have. I created a layout using this background with some wood grain style paper and some jute ribbon and all of that a few months ago for Kitaholic Kits, and then Louise scrap lifted me and she also made a layout similar to this with more bright colors and fun, and then I loved her layout so much that I'm scrap lifting her. So she scrap lifted me and now I am scrap lifting her. Oh, the joy. And every time we have changed these layouts just a little bit and made them our own, which is super fun. Now with this prompt for Scraptember being family, I could literally just use any single layout and say that this is for the family prompt, because every single one of my layouts pretty much has a member of my family in it. But this particular layout is extra nice because it is our entire family out for dinner for some birthday celebrations. So that was a little bit special. So it was nice to see so many family members all in the one photo. We don't have everybody, of course. Now that there's teenagers in the family, young adults in the family, they're off gallivanting with their own friends, but that's okay. They will come back to us. So this part here with the string, this is what I scrap lifted off Louise. She added that to her particular layout and I thought it looked really cute. And I like it for this layout because it kind of adds a bit of texture or breaks up the colors just a little bit. So I really loved that. So I added it to mine as well. I then also, as you saw before, used one of the chipboard frames that came in this month's kit, but I cut it in half because it's just a single 3x4 size photo frame in an oval shape, or maybe it was 4x6 in an oval shape, but either way I cut it in half so that I could have a little bit poking out on each side of my set of 4 photos. My 4 photos are 3x4 size, so it's really just 2 4x6 photos if you think about it. Because I wanted to get as much onto this layout as I possibly could. Now, obviously, I did that transition at the start of the video. I didn't record myself cutting all these papers and laying it all out because it's a little bit of a fiddly process to not really cutting all the bits out. My bits are 1 inch wide. And once you have sort of one set ready, you can just copy that 4 times for all, or 3 times more for all the other corners. But then I had to really think about where the colors were, so the same 2 weren't next to each other, and so the patterns weren't next to each other, and it took a little bit of fiddling around to make sure I'd sort of spread the colors and spread the patterns and spread the design and all of that around. So I just did all of that off camera. I did pull a really old thicker set out of my stash. I'm slowly beating this one down. I think this is an Amy Tan thicker set, which is very, very old. And now I am using the beautiful sequins that Steph put in the kit. They're kind of pinks and golds and purples, and they're fun. They're very fun. So I added those on as well. And then after I painstakingly put all these sequins on, I decided it was still missing something. So while this is happening, I will remind you that over on the Scrappy Sisters site, if you are watching this at the Scrappy Sisters, don't forget to check the playlist down below because that is the link to all the other Scraptember videos that not just Katie and I are creating, but all the other people that are joining in with Scraptember are creating as well. So after I did all of these sequins, I decided that it needed something else. So I pulled the Vicky Bouton stamp set that came in this month's kit out, and using my Mementos ink, I am just using the cute little love heart stamp and popping that on in each corner, or in each quarter, I should say, 2 on each quarter, just because I thought it needed something. Oh, I accidentally got some ink on the page. Yeah, that wasn't ideal. Whoops. I tried to rub it off, but really I'm glad it didn't work because it would have just smudged and that would have looked worse. Then I am going to get my splatters and splatter on some black splatters. Oh, mustn't forget the enamel dots. I'm adding the enamel dots from the kit next to the little love heart. Oh my gosh, this voiceover is just all over the shop. I do apologize. Then I'm splattering on, and I do deliberately plop a little splatter. I know that's weird, but I thought that a splatter might look better than a smudge from the ink pad. So who knows? Was that a good idea? Bad idea? I don't know, but I did it. I hope you have enjoyed this chaotic video. I apologize. I promise to do better next week. And if you're on the Scrapper Sisters page, I'll see you in 2 days over for my next Scraptember layout. See you later, everyone.